we want to share this really great video from Dr. Margarita Loeza, who is very instrumental as AIM board director, has done a lot with MiMentor, and also one of the founders as well. So I'm going to click play.
Mentorship is meaningful to me, and I think maybe because sometimes I felt I was lacking it, when I was younger, and I was looking for it all the time, but I didn't really know what it was or what it was called. And through the years, I've received a lot of mentorship, and I've mentored a lot of students. So it's become a really important way to help students and to help others achieve their goals and kind of enjoy the success of others. And, seeing your students thrive and seeing them work in clinics and hospitals and teach, it's really important to continue that. I think it's a good way to give back, and it helps you, round out your friendships and your relationships with people. So my work in health equity has been different over the years. As when I was younger, it was tutoring students that had trouble, teaching. I taught before med school. I was a teacher for 2 years, and I taught, low-income kids. I picked I always pick the hardest jobs. So I did that. And so I think that was a form, teaching others what you learn, teaching people who have less than you, that was one way. The other way is when I was a doctor was working at a federally qualified health center, working with undocumented, uninsured, and unhoused people. It was a way of, for me, leveling the playing field, trying to give them the same access that I think others had and that they deserved. And now I work as the assistant dean of admissions and student affairs for Charles Drew University College of Medicine. And my role is, as the admissions dean, I have to be very intentional about equity and access, because in order to achieve that, we need providers that have language concordance with their patients, that have cultural and racial background that's similar to their patients, and that have really a true sense of community, come from the community and work in their community. So I think that's another way that I've been working on health equity. It's so hard, and that it's such a huge problem that I think we can all work at it from different angles and in different ways, through teaching, through seeing a patient one at a time, and through mentoring students to become physicians. The advice that I wish I had heard early on would be to not procrastinate. I always say I worked better under pressure, but I think that was just my excuse to procrastinate. But I got over that in medical school really fast. And also to kind of be more intentional and reflective as I went through this journey. I think I always wished, like when I was in college, I can't wait to be out of college. I want to go to med school. When I was in med school, I can't wait till med school's over. I want to be a resident. And then when I was a resident, I just want to be an attending. And it's just like, I wished away like a good 15 years of my life. And I think that I should have just enjoyed being a first-year med student, enjoyed being an intern, as hard as it is, and enjoyed being an attending for the first time. But it just taken, just kind of slowed down and reflected that I shouldn't have been worried about racing through it, but about learning each step of the way and just taking time and enjoying that. I was a medical student, and that was a big deal, and that I was an intern, and that was a big deal. So it's just kind of like not wanting to rush through life, and learning how to be happy in each stage of your life.